Here, and today I'm going to be doing an old what if. So before I get into this, please like and subscribe. And the reason why I haven't been able to record as much as I used to is because one, I recently moved, and two, I have no internet, so you guys probably won't see this until maybe 1 or 2 days after. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. But before that, play my intro. Now that's done, let's get straight into the story. So we start this after the sports festival. I'm pretty sure Izuku won that, so let's go straight after. It's the next day, and sorry if you guys hear an echo. Currently, I'm in the basement, and there is a lot of echoes, so yeah. So he walks into class with Melissa to see that everyone's there. They congratulate him for winning. He goes to his seat to where Aizawa pops up behind the desk and tells them about internships. Izuku picks Edgeshot because Edgeshot's also a ninja, so he can help him train kunai throwing and other stuff. So they do that. He also overheard what happened on the phone about Ida's brother, so he's going to actually be there to stop Stain. They go there. He goes to Edjot's agency. So does Melissa. I know Melissa goes to Gran Torino because right now her form of full cowling is only in her arms and legs. Gran Torino's gonna teach her, the actual full cowling. So yeah. Since all that's going, let's get into his agency. So Edshot, I'm not really sure his personality, I'll just make it up. So Deku walks in, and as soon as he makes it to the desk, a kunai flies directly at him. He catches it and says, wow, what happened? And then he turns to see Edshot throw a kunai, and Edshot says, nice reflexes, but a tad bit slow. We'll work on that. So they train. He teaches Deku a bit of sword fighting and sword play. So yeah. After that, we get straight into the Stain arc. So on the final day, Izuku tells Edshot that he has to go save his friend because his friend's being an idiot. Edshot says, okay, where is it? He says that it's in Hosu City, so they both go there on the train. And Anomu attacks. Deku is ready to fight, and Edshot throws a kunai directly at the brain, but this kunai is a bit special. It explodes, so the Nomu technically died, and he's like, okay. He tells Deku to go get his friend, and he's allowed to use stuff. Sorry for the random cut. I went upstairs to go check what was happening. It's just that my little brother was, stomping around, so yeah. I left off when Edgeshot told Deku that he's allowed to use his quirk. So he has permission to use his quirk. So Deku goes out and he starts his speeding Nomus. He uses a chakra sensing to go to find Ida. So that's what he uses to find Ida. He goes to find Ida, and he sees two other different chakra signatures that he doesn't really recognize. So he sends his location to Melissa and Todoroki because they're also in the area. So yeah, he goes there to see Native on the floor unconscious, and Lita also on the floor. battered and bruised, and Stain about to send to put a sword through his elbow or a shoulder blade. Before the blade could hit Lita, Deku throws a kunai with a chakra enhanced kunai that hits Stain's blade, knocking it out of his hand and slightly shattering it. Stain's like, another fake hero I see. So he pulls out another blade and he sprints at Deku. So he's sprinting at Deku. Deku right now is cautious because he notices a serial killer Stain. So he jumps on the wall, he starts climbing it. Then he throws 5 other kunais around Stain. Stain's like, you missed. And then he says, did I really? Then he teleports to the one that he threw behind Stain. Then he slashes Stain with that kunai. Then he teleports to the one in front of Stain. And he slashes him again. He does this 3 other times with his other kunai. And right now, Stain has a few marks on him. So he put a Raijin signal in like UA and hospitals. So he uses a Raijin to teleport Ida and Native to the hospital. And Stain's like, so you are a true hero. Because Stain's philosophy is that heroes do it for the money. And Deku saved people before he really, took a chance to get famous. So he sees him as a true hero. He's like, just get out of my way. I don't want to kill you. And then Izuku's like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to bring you in. And then he's like, why? I'm just killing fake villains. I mean heroes. And he's like, yeah, but you're doing it the wrong way. You should become a hero and show other people what's the right thing to do. And you can't say it's because of your quirk. Do you see yourself right now? You're running faster than someone with low level speed type quirks can even perceive. So all you had to do was train. I've done the same. So Stain goes for another attack. But this is when Melissa comes in with 8% full cowling. So she runs up behind Stain and he punches Stain in the back. And Stain, before he can even move or react, Todoroki comes in and he freezes Stain over. And they leave him there. Deku calls the cops and they come in to see Stain. And Deku goes to the hospital that Ida was in. Ida starts going on about Deku like, this was my fight, why did you go in? And then this is when Deku snaps. He's like, your fight, a hero's not supposed to take revenge. Look at yourself. Just because your brother was hurt, you almost killed yourself. This is technical suicide. And not only that, you also got another hero involved in it. So, Ida takes this to heart. He starts to break down saying, but look what he did to my brother. And Deku's like, I can fix him, just calm down. He goes to Ingenium's hospital room. He fixes Ingenium up, fixes his spinal cord, because ninjutsu is that strong. Healing jutsu is that strong, so yeah. Deku has the same talk with Todoroki and Melissa with the police chief, that's a dog, about using their quirks. This is when Edshaw comes in saying, I give them permission. And then the dog chief is like, okay. So all the credit went to Izuku for stopping the hero killer, and yeah. They get back to school to what's the next event? They go back to school. Oh god. 1 second. I see a spider. I'ma clap it. shoot. Flame. The spider's backwards, and it was trying to get itself up. I'll let it live, honestly. It's not bothering me, so why should I kill it? Yeah. So, back to the story. Yeah. And then we're doing the final exams on this one too. So, the final exams are coming up, and same things happen. People study with Momo except for Deku and Melissa, because they are very, very smart. So yeah, they then go on to see the exam. It's not robots, it's gonna be the teachers. Nezu says when all the teachers come in, they pair everyone, and they then pair Melissa and Deku against All Might, as he comes from the sky out of nowhere. And All Might's been saving up his hours just to have a decent or kind of fair fight with them. So yeah. So they get ready. The last fight is Melissa and Deku. Everyone who fails still fails, and yeah. So Melissa and Deku walk in. As soon as they walk in, Deku can feel who's it called? All Might's chakra, so he knows where he's coming from. Right now he's charging up 50% smash to do air pressure. So yeah, he charges that up, then he shoots it at them. Deku pushes Melissa to the side while he does a wind style Gale Palm Jutsu, and it's almost equal, but their pressure is stronger, so it lost, but it didn't really damage them. Sorry, you guys can hear that. I'm moving around a bit, so yeah, it didn't really damage them, so it's fine. Melissa then charges up 8% full cowling. Then she runs at all my blocks this easily. This is when Deku makes a clone and puts a Raijin seal on it. All Might goes to hit the clone, but before he does, the clone jumps in the air. Then Deku teleports onto the clone, pushes the clone down so that the clone would hit All Might. As soon as it hits All Might, it turns into smoke. And this gave Deku enough time to pull off lightning circuits. So yeah, it hit All Might, temporarily stunning him. This is when Musa had enough time to do a 10% smash. So yeah, it hits him. He goes flying through a building. Then he comes out. But before he can, this is when Deku decides. Deku's right now talking to Minato and Kurama, and he's like, should I end this quickly or slowly? And then Minato's like, just end it already. We have training to do. So he does, right? Deku then goes into KCM 2, and he's holding 5 kunais right now. And he throws all of them beside All Might. All Might's right now is confused, but he knows what the flying Raijin Jutsu is. So he tries to use air pressure to get them away from him, but it's too late. Deku's already there. So he starts to grab the kunai, he starts to slash. So as soon as he grabs one kunai, he goes to the next one, and he starts slashing him with that one. And then, for his final attack, he charges up a Rasengan. This Rasengan has Yang chakra. I'm gonna say that Yang release has the ability to paralyze or stun for a long time, while Ying has the ability to like destroy. So he charges up one with Yang chakra. So it paralyzes him for. It was gonna be paralyzed for at least 30 minutes. So yeah, this gives Dekamusa enough time to escape through the door. They also cuff All Might while they're at it. Everyone's not really surprised because they know Deku's power. So yeah, they pass. Everyone who fails in the exam usually failed again. And yeah, that's really it. My next video might be the USJ. And if you guys are asking why I haven't done the overhaul part 3 yet, honestly, I need to find a way to do the ship, because the new ship is gonna be Izuku X Momo, because the first comment about the ship was Izuku X Momo. So yeah, and he also gave me reasons why I should do it. So yeah, but with that out the way, I'm pretty much done. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.